guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be, hold on. Okay. So in today's video, I'm going to be styling my hair into a wash and go while sharing some hair growth tips with you all. I have my t-shirt here because this water is dripping all down my neck. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this around. Oh, not that side. Oh, that's so cold. And I have my hair in 2 shower caps just so that it stays wet, because when I don't have product on my hair, it dries out really fast. So I want to keep it damp while I'm talking to y'all. So the first way to retain length starts at your scalp. You need to make sure that your scalp is well taken care of. Make sure that you are moisturizing. I have the blueberry and mint scalp treatment. Use this oil every wash day, and I just go ahead and apply it to my scalp. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Your scalp is probably the most important part of your hair. So a lot of issues with retaining length and gaining healthy hair growth, or getting your hair to grow at all, starts with your scalp or the way that you're taking care of your ends. You wanna make sure that you are keeping your scalp clean, because buildup on the scalp can not only cause itchiness, fungal infections, it can also cause hair loss. A lot of the times we focus so much on just the health of our hair and the appearance of our hair that we forget the most important part. We forget that your scalp is also skin. Just like you put lotion on your body and you moisturize the skin everywhere else, you need to make sure that you're also keeping your scalp moisturized if you want it to thrive. My next suggestion is that you develop a hair regimen. You need to have a set routine that you do on your hair every wash day. Your wash day may vary, as we all wash our hair at different times. So some people wash their hair twice a week. Some people wash their hair once a week, like me. Some people wash their hair every other week. It just depends on you. I have a regimen that has worked for me. I've tweaked it a little bit since being natural. I officially have been natural for 5 years. You have to change things as your hair gets longer. You really do. What I did when my hair was 1 inch long, I can no longer do with my hair today. But I do have a regimen that stayed pretty much the same, and it's really helped with my length retention, and not only just retaining length, but having healthy hair, because I feel like that's way more important than having long hair. I shampoo once a week with a sulfate-free shampoo. I clarify with a sulfate shampoo or Dr. Bronner's once a month. I deep condition with heat every single week, and I apply oil to my scalp every single week. Sorry if I sound like bleh. I don't know if I sound bleh or uninterested. I'm very interested. I just have trouble multitasking. Like, it's hard for me to talk about an important topic while doing my hair, so this is a challenge, but we're gonna get through it. Next tip would be to be gentle with your hair. Don't be rough on your hair. I know we have this idea that people with our hair texture, that it's resilient and can tolerate anything, when in fact that is not true at all. We have the most fragile hair type of all, so you have to be gentle with it. Don't rip through your hair. Don't be impatient. Don't try to make your hair something that is not. Like, your hair is going to be what it is, and it is what it is. Be gentle. It also doesn't have to mean that it has to take forever. Natural hair, it takes a little bit longer to style depending on what you're doing, but if it's just taking a ridiculous amount of time and you're not seeing any progress from it, or you just spent 3 hours on your hair and it only lasts for a day, no, you need to figure something else out. Okay, so my next tip for healthy hair growth would be to find the right detangling strategy for yourself. I like to finger detangle and use a brush. It just depends on what condition my hair is in when it's time for my next wash day. But just be really mindful with your detangling. You should not be ripping through your hair. Don't rip through your hair. Don't rip through your hair. Stop it. But one tip that I would have for making detangling easier for your entire wash day and style process altogether is to wait till after you have deep condition to detangle. Speaking of detangling, I should go ahead and mention my next point, which would be to love on those ends. I've already told you that your scalp is important, but your ends are equally as important because it's the oldest part of your hair. If you feel like you have hit a growth plateau, you probably haven't. Your hair is still growing, it's just not retaining length. That means that your hair is breaking off at the ends, and that could be due to multiple reasons. So it could be like medical or health related, and in that case you should probably see a doctor. It could be due to over manipulation. So this is the same amount of hair on both sides, but this is my hair before applying product and this is my hair after applying product. My next tip would be to keep your hair moisturized. Keep it moisturized because dryness equals breakage. Even on low porosity hair, your ends are probably normal porosity or more porous because they are the oldest part of your hair. Not always, but that can be the case sometimes, that you have multiple porosities all over your head. But I would say high porosity and low porosity hair are probably the hardest to moisturize, because with high porosity hair, that moisture goes in extremely easy, but it's hard to get it to stay in. And with low porosity hair, the cuticles do sit tight, and that's a benefit when you've actually learned how to get the moisture into your hair. But if you have not yet learned how to get that moisture inside, then low porosity hair can cause a lot of issues for you, and your hair can be very dry and brittle and break off. Now for people with low porosity hair, I can speak to you all since my hair is low porosity. I would say the key to keeping your hair moisturized is by using indirect heat, a hooded dryer, a steamer, or your own body heat. The only way that you can truly get moisture into the cuticle is by using heat, so the cuticle can actually open up so that moisture can get inside. So if you are not doing that, then you're essentially just allowing products to sit on top of your hair, and that is not moisturizing your hair at all. It's just causing buildup. See? So this is my example of having different hair porosity. So of course at my ends, my hair is normal porosity. It's porous because my ends are older than the rest of my hair. Everything else up here, you can tell it's low porosity hair because it reacts to water by expanding rather than becoming saturated like the ends of my hair. So sometimes we can mistake that for damage when it's actually not. You'll see how my hair begins to form together and clump once I've applied my product. My next tip would be to make sure that you are preserving your hair at night, like really protecting it from the root to the toot, from the ends all the way up to your roots. And I do this by having like a triple threat. So I tie my hair down with this scarf. I'll take my bonnet and put it at the back of my head to cover my ends. And then I get my satin pillowcase. You have to make sure that you're taking care of your hair even in your sleep. You can ruin your hair in your sleep too. If you're sleeping on cotton and really harsh materials, you are damaging your hair. My next tip would be to find your style. Find the style that works for you. It could be one style. Hopefully it's not just one style that works for you. Hopefully it's multiple ones so you can switch things up. But it may be one style, 2, 3, 4 more. As long as you're not doing them all at the same time, just find the styles that work for you. Fortunately, I have 2 styles that give me the best of both worlds. I love volume, but I also love moisture and definition. So whichever style that I choose depends on what look I'm going for. So if I know that my hair needs a little bit more moisture and I just want to focus on giving my hair a break and making sure that it stays hydrated throughout the entire week, I go for wash and goes, because wash and goes kind of set my hair to be like how you see it is now. The only thing that I don't like about wash and goes is that they don't get as voluminous as braid outs. I find that wash and goes are the healthier option for me in the long run, so I try my best to do them more often than the braid outs. But I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the times I just end up doing the braid outs because I love big hair. Finding the right style means that you have further enhanced your hair routine. You have a routine that you do. You have techniques that you know that are the best for your hair. You are not over manipulating your hair because you found the right style. Now, the right style might be different for you, again, depending on when you wash your hair, how often you have wash days. But my definition of the right style is something that I don't have to refresh unless I want to. It's a style that's able to stay nice and presentable until my next wash day. So we want low maintenance styles. If you're trying to achieve healthy hair growth, if you're trying to retain length, then you need to be going for low maintenance styles. So my next tip is to make sure that you're getting the proper nutrition. But let's be honest, most of us are not getting the correct or the necessary amount of nutrients every day. We're not getting all of our vitamins, we're not getting all of our fiber, we're not eating all of our vegetables like we're supposed to be. One thing that has really helped me tremendously, and I've noticed that it's aided in the health of my hair as well, is to take supplements, take multivitamins. You can take the hair, skin, and nails. Find that multivitamins work just as good. I've been consistently taking multivitamins for the past year, and I've noticed a tremendous growth in my nails. Like, my nails grow really long. They're short now because I've just been keeping them cut because the long nails are just way too much maintenance. I've also noticed that my hair has become thicker. It hasn't necessarily sped up in my growth process, but my hair has become thicker since using multivitamins. And I'll insert a picture of my hair when it was straightened and show you like how my hair looked before I started consistently taking vitamins. These are the vitamins that I take. They are the Women's Multivitamin by Ollie. You can find them at Walmart, you can find them at Target, you can find them pretty much anywhere. So those are the ones that I've been using, but you can buy any multivitamin. Just check the reviews on it first and you'll be good. Okay, y'all, so my last and final tip would be to just leave your hair alone. Leave it alone. You've done everything that you're supposed to do. So now all you have to do is just sit back and let your hair do its magic, okay? Okay, so it's a few hours later and I forgot to film an ending to this video. So this is my hair now. It's about 70% dry. So I'm just gonna let it finish drying all the way. And I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment down below. And I will see you all in the next video.